All right, for this one, we're doing something a bit different. Forget just learning about the anaconda. Right now, you are an anaconda. And just like that, you slip into life. You're born live, straight from your mother's body, into the dense, warm air of the Amazon. See, this is actually a huge advantage for a water snake, right? No nest on land that could get raided. But there's no time to think about that. You and your siblings, dozens of them, you scatter immediately. The jungle, well, it doesn't really care that you just got here.
So what about Mom? Gone. She's already slithered away. In her world, which is all instinct, giving birth is, well, it's just a biological function. There's no bonding, no looking back. You are completely on your own, right from the very first second of your life.
You're only about 2 feet long. You're vulnerable, and let's be honest, you're probably kind of cute. But here's the thing about the Amazon. Cute is just another way of saying easy lunch. So the biggest challenge of your life, it's just getting started.
Okay, let's get into it. This is the first, most critical stage of your life. Your only job is to survive, and right now, literally everything is a threat.
I mean, look at this list. To every other predator out there, you're just an irresistible little smack. Jaguars, caimans, even big birds, they're all looking at you like you're an opportunity. And you know what's crazy? Even a bigger, hungrier anaconda would not think twice.
But you've got a secret weapon, your skin. It's this incredible masterpiece of camouflage. It's not just about matching the colors of the jungle floor. Those patterns actually break up the outline of your body, so that classic snake shape, it just disappears. Especially in the murky water, you become practically invisible. And that is your #1 key to survival.
But you can't hide forever. Hunger starts to kick in. Your senses are new, but they are incredibly sharp. You've got these heat-sensing pits along your jaw, and you can feel the warmth, the vibration of a tiny fish darting past. You don't chase it. No, you're smarter than that. You freeze. You let the current just carry you a little closer, and then bam, you strike. It's a small victory for sure, but it's yours, and it's just the first of many to come.
So, you did it. You survived the first few months, and with every single meal, you're getting bigger, you're getting stronger, and your confidence is growing. It's time to start climbing that food chain.
You can really measure your success by looking at your menu. You're not just going after little fish anymore. Nope. You've set your sights on bigger prizes. Think foolish rodents creeping down to the water's edge, unsuspecting frogs, and eventually, even the world's largest rodent, the capybara.
Think of this whole juvenile phase as your training ground. You're mastering the art of the ambush from the water. You even take a huge risk going after a young caiman, and you win. That's a massive confidence boost. But you also learn a little humility along the way.
Yeah, like that one time you definitely bit off more than you could chew. You went for a big capybara, and it just dragged you halfway across the river before it got away. A little embarrassing, for sure. But hey, nobody saw it, and every single failure teaches you a really important lesson about your own power and about patience.
Okay, so the years go by. Every single meal has packed on more muscle, made you stronger, and honestly, a lot smarter. You're not just trying to survive anymore. You are right on the verge of becoming a true apex predator.
I mean, just look at this transformation. It's absolutely staggering. You went from being a little 2-foot-long snack to this muscular 15-foot-long hunter. The hunted has now become the ultimate hunter. You're a force to be reckoned with in the Amazon.
And your menu? Oh, it definitely reflects your new status. You have officially graduated to the big leagues. We're talking deer, wild pigs, and yeah, those fully grown capybaras and caimans that used to scare you, they're now on your menu. Remember, you're a constrictor. Your power isn't about venom. It's about the pure, overwhelming force of your coils.
At this point, you need a kingdom, a home base. So after days of searching, you find the perfect spot. It's a quiet, secluded stretch of river, totally hidden and packed with prey. You mark it with your scent. This place is yours now. This is where you'll hunt, where you'll rest, and where you will rule.
But life isn't just about you anymore, is it? There's this ancient biological instinct that starts to take over. It's time to pass on your genes. So you pick up the scent of a female and you just follow it, relentlessly. What follows is this slow, almost mesmerizing dance, a winding of two massive bodies. But let's be clear, there's no emotion here. This is pure instinct, just a biological drive to make sure the species continues.
And then, months later, that female gives birth. We're talking 20 to 40 live young. A whole new generation of anacondas just slips into the world. Every single one of them just as tiny and vulnerable as you were all those years ago.
And their mother? Well, she does exactly what your mom did. She leaves. There's this quote from our source material that's pretty blunt, but it just perfectly captures how unsentimental and cyclical this all is. For an anaconda, there's no real difference between giving birth and pooping. You're just pushing something out and leaving it. The job is done. The cycle continues.
More years go by. You are the undisputed king of your stretch of river, but no reign lasts forever, does it? The constant wear and tear of being a predator, it's starting to take its toll.
You can feel it deep in your muscles. That explosive power you used to have is fading. That boundless energy you had as a juvenile is gone, and it's been replaced by this deep, lingering tiredness.
Then, one day, you're stalking a young deer. In your prime, this would have been easy, effortless. But when you finally lunge, your body just doesn't respond with that same lightning speed. The deer senses you a split second too late for you, but just in time for it, and it bolts. For the first time in years, you fail a hunt, and you can feel that exhaustion just settle deep into your bones.
You know, there's no big, glorious final battle. Most anacondas don't die fighting some epic rival. They just get too slow, too tired. Eventually, you just can't hunt anymore. You get weaker, and the very same jungle that you once dominated so completely, it quietly and very patiently takes you back. So you've gone full circle, from a tiny, vulnerable newborn to the king of the river, and then, finally, back to the earth. It was a life of total solitude, of struggle, of raw instinct and survival. And it kind of leaves us with one last question to chew on, doesn't it? After a life like that, driven purely by the need to hunt and endure, what would worth it even mean?